today I have some guests. You introduce yourselves.
I'm Millie.
I'm Shavonnah.
And we all went to Botswana, South Africa, and what was the last one? Zimbabwe. How did I forget? Zimbabwe, back in August 2019. And we are going to share our experience as African Americans in Africa.
Yes, our home country, you feel me?
Period. Okay? So kind of how this trip started was I had previously been to South Africa before and I really wanted to go back. So I started creating this trip together, and Millie and I was working together at the time, and I was just talking about it. Like I was just randomly talking about it. Like, oh, like I'm going to Africa and this is what I'm doing and stuff like that. And Millie is a big traveler. So I was just talking about it. Like I didn't think like she was gonna be like, oh,
I'm going. I'm going.
I didn't think that was gonna happen. So what happened was, that's what she said. Like she was like, I really want to go. Send me the itinerary and kind of let me see like what
it entails, what the trip is gonna look like. You know, I just wanted to get a vibe of what was gonna be going on. And I decided that I wanted to go. So yeah, it was
just like that.
Yeah, it was like I think she called me and then she was like, did you see what I sent you? And I was like, yeah, I'm going. Just like book my flight. That's it. It's a done deal.
Straight to the point, guys. When do you ever find friends who's like, I'm with it?
She literally, I think she told me like a day before, and then I like looked it through, and then I was like, yeah, just book my trip. I'm going.
Yeah, and she was like very serious, guys. Like it was like, no, this is happening. So I was like, oh. So then she was like, I think I got somebody else to go. I was like, yeah, whatever. Sure.
Shavonnah. I asked Shavonnah, I was like, yo, I'm about to go to Africa with Diamond, my coworker. I was like, you don't know her, but she's mad cool. Y'all would be mad cool. Like, we gotta go. And then she was like, yo, send me the info. I sent her the info, the same info she sent me. She's like, yo, I might be interested. She came like, I think 2 days after I sent her the information. She was like, I'm going. She put down her $500 deposit, and we was out.
We was out. It was crazy. Like the whole process of it, to find like people who like no problems. Like, yo, this needs to be done. This needs to be paid. Da 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 da. Zero problems. We met up. We figured everything out and had absolutely no issues with the process of going. Like it was crazy and it was super exciting.
Literally what we had most struggle with was the packing. That's like the only thing that we struggled with. But other than that, like our passports, everything we needed to go, like we had
all the deposits, everything was like taken care of. Like
our flights. I even had to change my flight because I had to be back to make it to school and everything, and I made it happen. You feel me? I made it happen.
This is what we do. ASAP. So this video is kind of going to talk about, you know, it was both of their first time being in the continent of Africa. So I kind of wanted to talk about that experience for you guys, especially about like being like an African American woman going to Africa, like the pre-experiences that you thought. What were your fears? What did your family and friends say when you were like, I'm going to Africa, all that stuff?
I'm dead. I mean, I feel like most of the time, like you tell your, like you come from like a legit like African American family, like you tell them like, oh yeah, I'm about to go to Africa, they think it's a joke. Especially if you come from a family where it's like a lot of people say stuff but they never fall through. So that's big on my family. Like even simple trips, like even just going to Point Pleasant, it's like, oh yeah, you gotta go to the beach on Monday. And be like, Monday come around, nah, I'm not going. Alright. So, but with me, it was always like, yo, if I really want to go somewhere, I'm gonna do it, whatever. Especially when this Africa trip came up, like I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't like a quick like, yo, like let me go. I was like, dang, I was like, I really wanna go because I'd be dumb to turn on an African trip. I even asked my mom, she was like, you're dumb if you don't take it. She was like, you'll never probably get a chance to go to Africa again, especially like who's
with your friends.
With your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a lot of the trips, like you'll go, but other people won't be with it. So to find people who's okay with it, like you're doing it with somebody else. And plus, you're African, like you from your dad or something like that from Egypt, right?
Yeah. Well, family. But yeah. something like that.
So that.
But yeah, so I was like, this is like once in a lifetime opportunity, and plus the price is right. Like, so I was like, yeah, why not? Definitely gonna go. But definitely being African American going to Africa is definitely like a culture shock. I feel like you had to go in with a mindset to be kind of like humble in a way. I don't know if that's the right word, because you can't just, I feel like with me, I couldn't just go to Africa and be like, oh, you know, like, we together, da, 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 because their version of African is not my version of African. Like, obviously in the United States, they tell you, like, you know, you're African, like African American, you're black. Their definition is totally different. Like, I'm not bred there, like I wasn't raised in Africa, so I'm not considered African to them. So I had to go in like, all right, I'm just identifying myself as American, because that's really what I am. So I mean, I didn't have no problem with acceptance and stuff like that, but definitely there was a lot of things to learn over there when you get there, because like obviously we come from a melting pot, so there's so many different identifications. There is just white, black, colored, and I was considered colored, which in the United States I'm black, which was weird. Like they base you off of your hair texture, which is very weird. So I was like, okay.
But I also think that there's such a beautiful thing about like everybody being colored. You know, you go outside and everybody looks like you, or you know, maybe a darker shade lighter or a darker shade darker, and you don't have to explain your blackness. Like you don't have to explain
so
that you're black. You know,
amazing.
like there's
no obsession with race.
There's no obsession with race the way it is here, and you're not looked at differently because you're black, because everybody's black.
Everybody's black.
Everybody's black. So we just all black, you know, and it's beautiful to feel accepted in a community. So how did you feel about like the people there? Like, how did you feel? Like, did African people, because there's like a myth out there that African people don't like African Americans. Did you feel that vibe? Like, did you feel like people didn't like you because you were American?
No, I think they liked me a little too much because I'm American. I had to like really, you know, keep all my belongings close to me and stuff like that. But I mean,
they were very genuine. I feel like most of the people there were so friendly and so sweet. They were like willing to do anything for us. Like we got like taxi drivers driving us around for like little to nothing just because they found like fun being with us and stuff like that. So like, it's really amazing. The people there are so nice, so different than New York.
Definitely different than New York. Yeah, it was beautiful. So what was your experience like? What did people say before? And your friends and family and your reaction, and what did
everyone you think? I think was like kind of making it seem like there's like so many diseases and stuff out there. Like I remember when I was telling like even to the doctors at the animal hospital, they were like, oh, did you get like all your vaccines and all this stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I like got a couple of them, not all of them, because I can't afford all of them. They're expensive. Like there was one vaccine that was like $300 or $400. I was like, I can't afford to pay that. I'm like, whatever. I'm
Did you
go
get
over there.
sick from coming back from there?
No, never got sick. I got one vaccine. No, I got two. I got like
the malaria.
They don't even have a vaccine for malaria. I got like, what is it? A and B, hepatitis A and B vaccines, and that was it. That's literally all I got, and I was fine. Didn't have no issues, didn't get sick. Was I even sick on the trip? I never even got sick in Africa.
No.
I don't think none of us got. Did we?
Yeah.
None of
we
us
didn't
got
get sick, but seasick. But I don't know.
Me and Shavonnah, oh my god, guys, if you look back at our shark diving video, me and Shavonnah was so sick. I was like throwing up. I had no idea that I got seasick, but apparently I was so seasick during this video. It was it was horrible. Like we were throwing up everywhere. Like, it was gross.
It was very rocky. I can say that.
Yeah, it was very rocky, and the motion. I was like, oh, what's happening?
I was good until I got to, what is it called, the poop deck or whatever they call it. They said this is the worst place to stand. I stood there for like 5 seconds and I was done the whole day. I was like,
feel the whole thing like rocking.
Off of the boat, you're still rocking.
But that could have happened anywhere. It had nothing to do with being in Africa. We didn't know that we get seasick in a boat. So that was it. But other than that, we did not get sick at all. So what'd your mom say?
Oh, my mom was having a fit. She was like, "You're not about to go to Africa. Like, you barely even know this girl that you're about to go with. Like, what if something happens?"
We were just co-workers.
Yeah, we didn't really even know each other. We never even hung out
outside of work
before we went on this trip. So it was like literally like I was going with a stranger.
I mean, she'd watch my baby sometimes because she was our babysitter, but we didn't really hang out outside of work. But I was a traveler, she was a traveler, and if you're a traveler, you know that that's very common. Like, you meet other people who travel.
And you automatically click with people who travel. Like, it's like...
you guys share a common connection, you know? So yeah, that was definitely...
My mom went to our job and was like interrogating her.
Yeah, she came to the job and she looked at me and she goes, "You're the girl who's taking my daughter to Africa." I was like, "Huh?" She was like, "You better make sure she comes back safe." I said, "I promise she's gonna come back safely." She's like, "All right." She's like, "All right, I'm gonna make sure." I was like, "All right, no problem."
My mom is crazy. If you know my mom, you know.
She called me at a traffic light screaming out the window. She was like, "You guys are crazy. You guys are going to Africa."
Yeah.
I was waiting for the light to turn green. I was like,
But now she actually wants to make a trip to Africa. So
my mom
look
too.
at that.
My mom
Look at that. Because you share your photos, you share. Because the thing is that people have this perception of Africa that the media portrays, as in Africa is this really poor place, and we stood at a nice ass Airbnb. It was not poor where we were, and they just like make it seem as if it is this very unsafe, diseased place that you should not go to because it's unsafe. But yet, so many other people of other race go there, and us Black Americans are told not to go. So I just feel like it is very important, especially for somebody like me, to get other Black Americans to go to Africa, so that way now they can spread the word. Now her mom wants to go, now her mom wants to go. Now we can spread the word that no, like, it's not this scary place because this is where our ancestors came from, and you should at least learn about it. Maybe not live like me, but just to learn about it, visit, see that the media portrays it to be this horrible place that it's not. It's actually beautiful. They have Mother Nature, like it's natural resources. Nothing is man-made. The people is organic. The food is organic.
Oh my God, the food.
Shavonnah was not playing with that food. She was eating everything.
It should be good, bro. Fresh caught everything.
Fresh
everything
food,
so
just
good.
fresh. Nothing was injected. The chicken wasn't twice the size. Like it was great. Like it was absolutely great. The
fruit was so good too.
Yeah. So listen, if you're watching this video and you are African American and you're thinking about it, do it. How did it change your life?
I think it made me more humble, honestly.
Yeah,
I definitely was more humble when I got back. I was in culture shock. I was like, I didn't even want to be back home because I was like, I'm sick of these people, like the way they treat me. Like, I was literally like ready to go right back to Africa. And I still am. I swear, I still am. Like, I'm waiting to finish school and I'm out of here.
I don't know. I feel like my everyday routine, I kind of just related back to like when I was in Africa. It's just kind of weird.
You appreciate it more, And you also see that, at least for me, I see that there's a much simpler life, and the things that we complain about here is really not that serious.
Like all your first world problems don't matter.
And you really realize that, like, even
when you sleep, yo.
Yeah, like I've had less when I was out there, and I was still yet so happy. You know what I'm saying? So
we were sleeping in tents, yo.
Yeah, because we were in the safari.
Sleeping in tents, in sleeping bags, and everything. Like,
we went to the safari, which I highly recommend if you do go anywhere in Africa. There's pretty much safari everywhere. It is a fun experience. It's definitely an experience that you should do. It's a little expensive, but it's so worth it. If you're thinking about doing a safari trip, like, it's completely worth it. Especially like some of these animals are gonna go extinct anyways.
I know.
So you should definitely, if you're thinking about it, do it. We are telling you to do it. Do it. Make that
afraid of
Don't be
these
afraid.
diseases. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Honestly, if you're scared of anything, be scared of the animals more than you're scared of anything else.
That's because we had some lions get real close to us.
Yeah.
The hippos.
And the hippos, like the animals was not playing. And then the hyena, someone was scratching on the tent or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Yo, Diamond was snoring a fucking storm in the tent, calling all the animals and shit. I swear I have videos of her snoring. I was shook. I was sleeping on the floor, first of all. They both had like the little sleeping slits or whatever. I was sleeping on the floor and I swear to God, I saw and I heard something smell the tent. I was shitting my pants and these two were just sleeping like
I was calling the animals.
Yo, so yeah, if you go there, you're gonna have the time of your life and you're not gonna want to come back home.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. It's definitely something that I feel like every African American should experience. And don't be scared about anything, because trust me, worse shit can happen here than over
This
there.
damn coronavirus.
Look at that.
That's another video.
Alright guys, so that's the wrap up of this video. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will put the link below if you would like to follow them on Instagram. And we'll see you guys later. Bye!